Okay, hello everybody, and welcome to the D&D Postshow, where we talk about post-show things. It is Cantraption, and we're going to be getting into another little post-show. We had a bit of an earlier end to the evening. I believe they're just wrapping up some of their goodbyes over there, but we'll be getting the cast in here in just a moment to talk about post-show things. And yeah, lots of roleplay tonight. So we'll see what's going on, what people have. And if there are any questions. But I'm gonna pop into the Discord, follow with everybody again, and see if they are prepared. And then we're gonna get everybody over, and it's gonna be super chill, So hold on to your butts. We got an awkward orc dinner to talk about.
Oh, he's damp. The beard is permanently damp.
Hello, everybody. I am prepared.
You ready?
Okay, you should send him away.
I do it.
Oh my god, look at that. That was incredible. Okay, everybody's still here. I love you. I'll see you in 30 seconds, except I won't. Oh my god, I'll see you Friday.
Friday for you. Yeah.
If anyone's,
Bye-bye, DM.
Before we leave, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow on twitch.tv/MartyMcFresh. I am working tomorrow because your boy's poor and tuition is a lot. So it's going to be another night stream. I don't know the time, but let's expect around 7 Mountain Time again. Continuing XCOM 2. Shit's going to get wild. We're about to start popping off.
Hell yeah. All right.
Ready?
So that's what I got.
We're heading over to Cantraption.
Bye!
See you there! Okay.
Raid accomplished. Mission
The
accomplished.
fact that I can move the raid with my phone while we're streaming is just too much for my little brain to handle. I feel like sometimes technology is too much for me, and I'm like, no, I really am from like my brain is mentally in the 20s still half the time.
Okay, love you guys. I am like super fucking tired. But thank you for the great night.
Thank you.
I'll see you guys soon. I'm sure.
See you
At the
next
latest
week.
Next week.
Bye!
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah, what up, Contraption?
All right. Hello. Hi, everybody. How's it going?
Yeah.
It's good. Very
Very
good.
Yeah, I feel like our stay here is just chock full of conversations. It's gonna be
Yeah, dude, we've been like loading up character building and relationship building on this island so much that the next time we get into a fight, the stakes are going to be insanely high.
Yep.
Everything is
Yeah,
changed.
I'm scared. I'm scared for the next. It's gonna be good.
I feel like we're just getting all the non-combat RP out of the way now, and then as soon as we get to wherever, like as soon as we set sail, it's gonna be like combat.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're
I can
gonna walk into
taste
the
it.
Eladrin Islands and have to like
Fight our way.
fight
our
all
way
of them.
through. Yeah.
I
The
rolled-
longer we're in Sepia Bay, the more I think that it's gonna be really, really bad when we go after my mom.
Yeah. I rolled 1 dice tonight.
Yeah,
I rolled 1 dice.
me too. I rolled for my plants.
I think I put 3 or 4, maybe.
That's it though. Like it's a low night. We've been doing a lot of talking.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which I like. I've been enjoying the talking at Thepia Bay. All of it has been good.
Yes.
I have.
We need these RP sessions.
It's so like important. Like I love when we get the opportunity to do this because it's so like foundational to everything else that happens. Like how you said the stakes are going to be so much higher the next time we're in combat because of this. Like
It's awesome.
I
I
live
feel
for
like
that.
it's the first time
Juicy.
since like those first couple of sessions when we were like before we were even the Shield of Fate.
mhm.
We've like gotten to build our rapport with each other, and like find the relationship, and so Yeah, like it's again like we're getting so much closer that it's gonna when we get into scary fights, it's gonna be scary.
Yep.
I'm not sure what else Puck has going on. Like, there's no like immediate burning conversation he has. So he's and like to Puck, it's just like I could do like a montage of 2 days of training and be on the boat.
Yeah, fair.
But
I think we're pretty much there though.
Yeah, I think that probably next session, Lane will be
Orc
having
ball,
a sale. Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
then we're probably
We're-
going to take off.
Yeah, there's probably going to be a bit of conversation between Victor and Maddie about weapons and things like that.
Mhm.
Then Orc Ball, and then we leave.
I have been loving watching the development. Like I love watching the conversations between Puck and the boys. Like that's my favorite thing right now.
It's
It's weird.
It's a dark.
I love
it's a
it.
dark mirror that It makes me uncomfortable. Because
Just like bro
I've
Paulo
like
and the
been
boys.
there. I've been Puck in that situation of just like I like these guys. They're kind of dicks. But they're not to me. That doesn't make it okay. And I like them, but I don't like this.
Yep.
Yeah, it's weird because I'm like I like them, like they're I don't know, Puck is like they seem like all right guys, but like I don't necessarily agree with the way they're treating Zeke, but like I also don't know how to like help Zeke, and like the thing is like Puck is like, oh, I could easily just like join Zeke's team and help him win, but like is winning gonna be the thing that like magically fixes everything? Because I don't believe
no.
that.
Not at all.
And so yeah, Puck is just kind of like stumped with this issue, and then he's like, I don't know how to, if I want to be involved in this, or like when the guys were talking about Zeke and everything, I'm like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about this, and I just there's like these conversations have been very strange because he likes training with them, but like past that it's just like I don't know if I'm like on the same level of like, oh yeah, gung ho for war, not really.
Yeah.
Shout out to Miss Liz Lane, who said the funniest thing anyone said all night, which was during that conversation with Zeke, she just went, I don't miss high school. I fucking lost it. I was like, oh boy, it does feel like high school in here, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was
Oh
rough.
yeah.
That whole fucking okay. By the way, so when I come up for titles for the post show, I have to just kind of like make a guess at the beginning of the night, like before we've even played it, to be like, I'm assuming something like this is gonna happen, so I'll make a guess as to the title of the post show. But tonight's title is DnD Postshow. So Orc Dinner was interesting, ellipses.
And it was.
And it was
You're
spot
right.
on.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't believe you come up with them beforehand. That makes it
that's
so much
nuts.
funnier, actually. I'm gonna have to go back and look at all the titles.
I mean, sometimes I'll edit it if it's completely off base, but yeah, it's just kind of like, yeah, that I was like, that's the only thing I can like kind of assume is gonna happen. And yeah, that whole fucking Zeke conversation, I'm like, listen, Puck is like 4 beers in. I don't know what that means for Puck exactly, but he's probably a little bit like not as in it as usual. And
Yep.
like anything I say to this person, any question I ask is gonna be like, yeah, no, for sure, absolutely, no, yeah, 100%. And I'm like that, and like the thought occurred to me, like I could just like calm emotions again, like I did with Harold. I'm like, can't use magic down here. I'm like, I don't even know what boundaries to set.
Yeah. Wild. Just a wild character.
Oh.
Yeah.
And like by the time you're like, oh, I think I should probably set this boundary, it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you think about, oh yeah, I should probably set that boundary like as it's flown by. You're like, the warning sign like appears, you like zoom past it at like 85 miles an hour, and you're like, oh, I probably
shit.
Probably should have done something about. Oh, there's another sign. Oh fuck.
Yeah. What's great is that like we all have met Zeke. Like we all have met at least one Zeke in our lives. That you're just like, oh shit, I got strapped onto a high-speed train that I did not want to be on at all. You know?
Yep.
And like, so I don't know what's happening with the orc ball, because I just remember them kind of saying like, oh dude, yeah, you gotta like play with us or something, like, or you're in, and like I never like specifically agreed to it, and now I'm like, well, like what if I end up playing against Zeke and then that ends up being like a bad thing or whatever.
Honestly, as a spectator, I do not want you to deny me you versus Harold in Orc Ball, whatever that means. You guys gotta play in opposite teams. If I am well enough to play, I will play. But I have to see if I can heal enough first.
Fair.
I think I will. I think because it's like in 2 nights.
Yeah.
I'm going to lose a level of exhaustion tonight, and then I'll only have 1, and then so I should be good to play.
Yeah.
I don't know which team I'm going to play for, but I'm going to play.
Like the only thing I can think of is like maybe I can do more good as being an opponent than a teammate.
Yeah.
And just be like, hey, we're going to both give it our best, and like whoever comes out of this, we're going to give it our all. And hopefully like the competition will be a better like medicine, I guess, than whether they win or lose. But yeah, it's just that was a painful conversation.
Oh god, it was so bad.
Harold tried so hard.
Harold did so good too. I couldn't believe it. It was maybe one of my favorite moments
The best
of the night.
advice
Was Harold, like instead of just like shutting down, just went like, you have to stop. And like expressing that was like I feel like that was such a huge moment for Harold, because we've just seen him so often just shut down in those situations, and for him to just like speak his piece was such a big deal. It was so cool.
Honestly, it was still the endorphins pumping through his body.
Oh yeah.
From the sex.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
That it was.
You're a new man. Harold's a new man.
He is. We
live in a post-Harold sex life.
Harold has unknown confidence.
I'm curious to know if we're gonna find out about this.
I mean,
do you think Harold has the capacity to
you're-
talk about it?
You're gonna have to wait and see.
I think we're gonna get it. Either you're gonna get the dish from Sylvie, or I'm gonna get it from Harold. One of the ways. We're gonna get it.
Yeah.
I mean, it would only be fair actually for Harold to turn around and tell you.
Yeah,
What
but I
happened
don't
with
expect
him,
him to.
I feel
But
I
you
feel
might
like-
have opened a door. You might have opened a door.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like with all this dishing between the player characters, there's just gonna be all this like front row stuff, and then Puck is just gonna be in the background, like knitting together all the background characters, being like, "Hey, I remember you guys. Like, what are you guys up to?" And then we're all
Hey,
just come
Fritz!
together.
What are you up to?
Yeah, I was like, "Fuck, man, I have." When Lane told me how early it still was, like the sun was still up, I'm like, "Fuck, man! Like, I've done everything. Like, I could just go to bed. That is so. This is supposed to be like the downtime before whatever shit hits the fan, and I have no clue what to do." I'm like, fuck, Fritz has been like, no one's talked to Fritz.
It's true.
Let Fritz know that he is alone now, and that was it.
He's fine.
He's got rum and a view,
Yeah,
like you said.
that's all you need. All right, should we do favorite moments?
Sure.
Ooh.
I sort of alluded to one of mine, which was Harold at dinner. I loved that moment. Other good moments. Unnamed barmaid number 1.
Oh man.
What a freaking standout. I hope we never learn her name, but we see her every 5 episodes.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Because she's awesome.
We're gonna, like you said, we're gonna get to that pirate island.
Flotilla. And
She's
I'm
gonna be
very-
there. She's gonna be there, and she's gonna like look at Talon and go, "Oh hey, I remember you. Is this the man you were talking about?"
Oh yeah.
and then we'll
I
have to
very
duel to the death.
intentionally
Yep.
didn't get her name. Like I thought about being like, oh, I never got your name by the way, but I was like, no, this is so much funnier as like
It's
just a
so
random
much better.
interaction.
So yeah, I loved that moment. It was just beautiful and fucking hilarious to be put on blast like that. And then the like sausages with my genie friend, which was a strange thing. This, like, I don't know. It's so weird how nice he is. It always, but like, it weirds me out, and I love it. I also love that he like put me in my house, which is a place I don't like. But he was like, people like their childhood homes, and I was like, I hate this place
So
where my brother died.
so you talking about your genie friend reminded me of a thought I had during your interaction, where he was talking about how, you know, he felt like he was going soft and it was a byproduct of being in your head.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wait, because he's in pieces. There are other versions of him and other people having these conversations.
Perhaps.
And so my whole thought was like, what happens if you beat a version of yourself, like a different person? It's not nice.
Yeah, well, I wonder.
That version of Arokazoa has been living in a head that is like out for blood, and you get that piece. And what happens if it's like your Arokazoa now absorbs part of this other Arokazoa, and then it's like a bit more of like a blending of the two? Like, do you have to like...
My theory on what will happen is, yeah, like there are more vindictive pieces and people, and if I defeat them, I will gain their power. But I don't. It would be really interesting if like that like personality switch happened. But what I think is going to happen is my Orokazoa will just get stronger until we connect all the pieces, and then that will be the one that escapes, and that will be the personality that escapes. But who knows? It's gonna be. I don't know when we're gonna find another Orokazoa shard, or how. I'm excited to do that once we save Talon's mom and Jatham and Basher and all those fuckers from Goneril. Once we clear that garbage, then we can go hunting for genies.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if just randomly we're walking through Eladrin and Orokazoa's like,
There.
he has one.
I would expect it. My hope is that. I mean, I know there's going to be a few I'm going to have to fight, but I think like something I'm looking forward to when we have time is going back to Kelhara and like basically curing people of the scar, because there's got to be some in there, right? And you know, if they're willing to give it up, I can take it from them. So that's like, I'm hopeful that we can just like go there. I can suck up a bunch of scar.
Maybe we can get our Legoshi guest episode.
Ooh,
when we're
Legoshi
there.
guest episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Legoshi doesn't have the scar. He can't have the scar.
Well, no, but maybe he could help.
Maybe he would.
Maybe he
know.
knows. He knows who has it.
Yeah. I mean, like he would be. He knows the community that was affected because he was there with
I don't know how I feel about Victor meeting Legoshi, because it's a very sour view about that group of people that defeated Orokazoa. He's a very negative view on it.
Oh yeah.
So if I found that out, like I don't know.
It'd be fun.
It would be fun. Yeah, and then I mean, we had a very nice conversation at the end there. It was nice. It was nice. I'm glad it. I was getting a little worried when you were talking to the barmaid. I was like, oh boy, I'm gonna have to like. I'll have to do something. But it was
Yeah. I wasn't totally sure. Like, I was definitely because the whole thing going into that conversation was that Talon didn't really know. Like, I had no idea what was going on in your head, obviously. So I was just like, okay, well, I mean, just because he didn't say anything doesn't mean that there's nothing to say. So let him talk first before you do something stupid, you know? And so that was why I kind of leaned back and let it happen. But there definitely was a part of me that was like, how funny would it be if I just like went in there like guns ablazing, like, no, you're gonna leave me for a gnome, and I am so stressed about that. This cannot happen. I am leaving right now.
Again, just the physicality of it makes zero sense.
But it would have been. It's
And
the
then
only
next
thing
time-
that she
but,
can
like,
think about now, though.
Let's
Next
think
time,
about the fact that I don't know that we've seen any gnomes.
On this?
I think so.
I don't know that we've seen any. Wait, is Maddie a gnome?
gnome or half?
Maddie is a gnome.
Maddie's a
Right?
gnome, right?
Okay, so were you worried I was gonna leave you for Maddie?
Maddie and her crack rocks.
There's,
Yeah, I can't get enough. She's got the fix.
there's a new thing for Talon to be really fucking stressed about. Maddie
That
and
was-
the crystals.
It was funny that you were like, "That sounds like drugs," because I was like, "Oh yeah, it does sound
I know,
like."
it
I
does.
didn't think of it. And then I was like, "How many drugs has Victor taken?" And I was like, "Lots of them. Lots of them." I had to make that
Many
decision
drugs.
right away, and I was like, "Many."
More favorite moments. Let's hear it.
I definitely unnamed barmaid #1. I think that might have been my favorite like roleplay moment that I've had like in a while. Actually, that was really good. Even though I could not keep it together whatsoever while that was happening, it was just too funny. And I liked Harold and Puck conspiring about food. That was so cute. Loved it. And then I just wrote this down while you were talking, Logan, but there's like a sort of like parallel between like what Orokazoa was saying about like getting soft at the beginning there, and then in the conversation between Victor and Talon at the end, like, I don't want to die anymore, you know? And I it's just like, oh, okay, both of you are growing together, getting to be better people. I like that. So that's kind of stood out to me just as we were talking about it just now.
Yeah, I was thinking about that a lot, and about how like I was really scared when the crystal was happening and not like super into it, and I was like, why? And I was like, oh yeah, it's because I can't die anymore. Victor could have fucking died a billion times over from now. Like, it wouldn't have mattered. I think about like just staying in the mix with that griffin, and like getting to like 2 hit points and being like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna kill this griffin. Like, I can't do that anymore, which is gonna make again battles so hard. Because I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, like, I did appreciate the one point where you're talking about jumping off the tower and talking about, like, yeah, I was thinking about how that would make you guys feel and how I would feel if one of you guys did that. And I'm like, yeah, imagine what your healer feels and thinks about you carelessly throwing yourself off tall objects and shit. It's just like...
Puck's like, yes, please, think of me. It's actually funny that you bring up the griffin, though, because I look back on that now, and Talon was definitely like, already by that point, she was like, no, this one can't die. Absolutely not. Certainly no. I don't like this at all.
I like to think that when Puck was talking to the boys about random stories, like, you know, just talking about the shark knuckle and that's sparking off like, oh, you have to tell us more of your stories. I was like, well, what stories aren't like so emotionally traumatic I can share? And so I was like, 100% finishing off the griffin is gotta be one of the stories he told while they were having drinks of just like the fucking like smite to the head.
Yeah.
Harold, what are your favorite moments?
I mean, Harold being the first. Yep.
It was a great moment.
Yep.
Sylvie pegs Harold with her tail.
Oh, totally. 100%.
And
We don't have to, no mincing words here.
yeah, no, Harold was totally the sub in that situation.
Playing receiver.
Yeah. Yeah, so there was that moment. I enjoyed the Puck Harold at the dinner conversation, which led to the hug, because I think that's like one of the first moments Harold's ever shown of like affection between anyone in the party. And it was just this like thing of like, yeah, of course I'm gonna hug you, Puck. Of course I am. This is like, of course. So I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, because you've been hugged, but I don't think you've ever hugged somebody. Never initiated.
Yeah. So there was that, and then just from a Thomas level, I love that my sword and my armor are finally, that whole thing is finally becoming
so
my
cool.
reality.
It's like materia slots.
Yep.
It's so fucking cool.
I love that was from the beginning, that was the idea for this character, was that his sword and armor were his arcane focus. And just the fact that it's finally becoming to fruition, which is why he wanted to study smithing in the first place. Mm-hmm. Surprise, surprise, was so that he could learn how to forge the gems into the steel. But now that he's found a way to essentially solder it on, it seems a little bit better. But yeah, just because, it hasn't come up in combat, but each time that I've had to cast a spell, I've always had my book out, and I've always had to then put it away and switch to my sword, which in combat has never really been an issue, because it's like he's always
you've never lost your book.
Exactly. I've always been at a distance casting spells, and then as soon as it's like, well, I'm out of spell slots, guess I'm going in, pull the sword out. But yeah, I love the idea and the thought, when it eventually happens, of Harold being able to cast Fireball from the tip of his sword at long range. And then, cast Fireball, cast Fly on himself, fly up, throw the sword, summon it back to his hand. Just doing all this insane magic shit. And so I'm super happy for that.
I look forward to Sword Wizard.
Yeah, swordy
It's
boy.
so cool.
You're getting
I have a strange relationship to all the characters now that they are also in my XCOM game. So like you saying that is like fully Harold coming online as the Grenadier he is in
Yep.
in XCOM.
Wait, so you named your XCOM characters after the
Oh
D&D
yeah, all the
characters?
XCOM characters are based on most of them are based on Grey Tales, and we have a few others in there. Puck is currently our highest ranking at captain, and he's the healer. He's the
Makes
specialist
sense. Makes
Hell
sense that
yeah.
he's the highest ranking.
healer. And Captain Puck Puckers, a Puck son boy Puckers.
Yep.
Has been doing work. And that Harold is a Grenadier, Talon is a Ranger, Victor is another
Talon
special.
is also frequently healing in medbay.
Talon is often mortally injured. And Victor is another specialist, I think. But he hasn't been that important, in all honesty.
If for no other reason, you need to stop by the XCOM stream just to see Maddie Fapplestamp in XCOM, because it is
She's
like,
a good look.
It's
Also
so
a
good.
grenadier. She's doing work.
But the outfit, the hair, flawless.
How come you didn't make Victor, like, I can forget the name of the class, but like the shotgun specialist?
The Rangers?
Oh, I guess
I don't
is that
know.
Ranger as well? Yeah, okay.
It is. I was like, I don't remember what I was going on, but I was like, it's fine. I'll make him a specialist. He's like,
Oh, that's right, the forefront sniper. That's right.
yeah. And that's right now our best sniper, I think, is Jatham.
Okay.
He's Jatham, and who's our other sniper? Oh fuck, I don't remember.
As someone
Annie Keene is our other sniper.
Okay. As someone who has also played through XCOM 2 and named all of my characters after like people I kind of know or stream viewers and stuff like that, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun when someone gets kidnapped by aliens and you're like, I will find you. I swear I'll find you.
No named like created people have died yet. I only lost Pradle Mox immediately the mission I got him, which was very sad.
Are you playing on like Iron Man mode?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
This is my first Iron Man run. I've never done it before because I'm so scared.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose another one. I don't know what I'll do if Puck dies. Like if Puck dies, I think the run is over. Like we're so fucked without it.
We can actually do anything else. But yeah.
It's it can be rough if you're like good leveled up people are out of it, or like too many are injured or have died. You're like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I've played 200 hours of that game, so I feel confident that I can do it. At least until we have to fight a chosen, then I'm afraid. I'm just gonna be afraid.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So, final favorite moments, or for me at least. Again, like the fucking having your guys' relationship broken down from an outside perspective was goddamn hilarious.
Oh god.
Oh
god,
man.
it just killed me.
I was like, wow.
He's your captain?
Yeah, that was great. And like you bumbling your way trying to explain the situation of like, well, it didn't start that way. Like I'd like never left home up until this point. And he was literally the first person I ever met. Like, so he kidnapped you? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, being the first person other than your mother that you've ever met is not the position I want to be in, but it is the one I am in.
Yeah. No, it's one of those things where like I very much think about like the whole process of the game from Talon's perspective anytime I'm thinking about it. So I didn't really like level with that until today. How fucked up that is. But it's cool. We're gonna make it work.
It's cool.
We're talking about it, and communication is the foundation of everything. So.
And we've landed on, we'll see where this goes, which is a great place to be.
So good. The lead into Sylvie and Harold was hilarious. Every stutter, every awkward was just like I was really trying to just keep it together. Just let whatever happen and not distract from it. And I was like, oh my god. Oh,
You're welcome.
yeah, no, that was good times. And
An absolute joy to watch.
And then of course the that tail. Wow. So yeah, that was fun. And yeah, just our last conversation. Post Zeke. No, it felt like the only like successful conversation Puck had that session was just being like, hey, you know what? I'm proud of you. You've come a long way, and clearly because you offered me a hug, and I was like, yeah, of course, dude.
Yeah.
The little sidebar about food was fun too.
I'm so waiting for us to be on the boat, and we're gonna be like 3 days in, and Puck's gonna be like, Harold, can you please? I'm so sick of this food. Please make this taste like anything else. And then it'll be like, yeah, sure. And like Puck will be like super happy eating this food, and then either Victor or Talon's gonna notice, or some other member of the crew is gonna notice.
And you're gonna be doing it for everybody.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna draw the ire of the chef.
I mean, I'm curious about how the spell works. It just alters the flavor, nothing else, right?
Yeah,
So-
texture and everything else is the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Texture, I can heat
So it's
or
like-
cool.
Oh, that's so funny.
It's like
Yeah.
Because that could be
a
so
big thing of steak that
like that could
tastes
be
like
so
soup.
gross in
Yeah.
certain contexts.
Yeah, I can
You know, you could think
chill-
you're improving something, and it could make it worse.
Yeah, I can chill, warm, or flavor up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour.
What was it? I'm trying to remember in our campaign. I remember there was a flavor related thing that happened.
It was I made everything that Shabina, I made everything that she ate taste like apples.
Yeah. I just remember there was a simple request, and then you just took it that the phrasing was not quite right, so you just made everything taste like apples.
Yep.
And like her whole like meal of like meat and potatoes and bread and everything just tasted like apples.
Yep.
It's awesome.
That's why you don't fuck with the drunk bard.
Oh man.
Yeah, this like foodie life that Harold has found him like is creating. I'm so here for, and all I can think about is just like echoes of Gibson in my brain going like, eat your gruel, eat your shitty gruel.
Yep.
And
I'll
where
remember
were
it
you when the gruel was happening?
It's actually such a contrast because I absolutely was thinking about Gibson as well while they were having their foodie conversation about like all the things that they could flavor thing as and
Yeah.
traveling the world for flavors. I was like, man,
You'd
we
be
have come
so
so
pissed.
far from gruel.
He would be so pissed about it. But also like an interesting to me at least, Gibson and Victor started in a very similar place and have gone very different directions. Gibson, as he got closer to the cops, like felt more ready to die. Was like, no, this is the cause. I'm ready to die for these people. Whereas Victor has come to like cherish his life in a way where he's like, no one can die.
See, that's such a funny contrast because in one situation it's like I'm ready for die for this, but the other one is I'm ready to live for this.
Yeah, totally.
And that's a huge distinction. Like, oof.
And I'm for it. I like it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'll be real with you guys. Like, he got swept up into the Westgarian War and was like, cool, all right, time to go die. And then lived because he was so strong. And he's like, fuck, now what?
Oh yeah, I had a now what moment when Fritz was like, "Oh yeah, what was any of that about?" I'm like, "You don't know."
It's like does
any of
he
this?
doesn't know, right? Well, we can't tell him. We can't just go around telling people about the secret orc city.
Yep.
I thought I assumed, and I was like, he doesn't know. He doesn't know about the city. He doesn't know what the fuck, what have I done?
And we're gonna have to be
Internal
careful
panic.
about secret orc city going
Luckily,
forward.
luckily Fritz was drunk, so
Yeah.
I mean,
chances are good
regardless,
you're in the clear.
I didn't lie about anything. I was just kind of like, it's this. That's
Really
yep,
walking
I
around
can't
it.
tell anything else about that. But
Why are my children fighting? Here.
let's That just sounded like you threw water.
Yeah.
I have my jar of treats, and when they get rowdy or I just need them to like leave me alone, I just throw a handful, like I'm feeding
Feed
livestock.
the birds.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's enough to distract them.
Logan, not to detract, but just you talking about XCOM and not talking about birds reminded me of. Have you done like the posters? Do you do the posters?
Oh yeah. Anytime we have a flawless mission or something really good happens, we do posters.
Okay, I found a mission. Have you seen the janky ass pigeons in some of the maps?
Oh yeah.
I like 100% made at least 1 or 2 posters where I just like angled it and zoomed it properly so that there was like, it was just like poster, but like prime position fucking like weird bobblehead pigeon.
Yeah, we've got some good ones. I gotta find a way to rip those out of the game and throw them into my stream overlay,
Oh man.
so that we can cycle through. I think right now in my stream setup we have the like Resistance logo and Bradford's head, which can both go. So I think I need to like set up a slideshow of the posters and then maybe also a slideshow of the in memoriam of all the people we've lost, which so far is only one. So I'm not going to do it till we have more. I'm fucking around with OBS, having some good times.
So moving forward in the campaign, I mean, I'm sure I don't know what like the distant future, but I'm going to assume that Orc Ball is probably like Blood Bowl.
Oh, 100%. It's literally just going to be like, if you have the ball, you are getting beat to the ground.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm half expecting for weapons and armor to be allowed. I'm not exactly sure what Orc Ball is going to turn into, but it sounds like if Lane has his way, me and you are going to be on opposing sides.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we're all playing.
I can't.
Team scores. She has no. I don't know if she has any intention of doing that.
My one thought is that for some reason, how or other, the final 2 people standing are going to be Puck and Harold. And it's like the ball's in the middle. It's, it's like the final point to win the game. Puck v. Harold.
Yeah, and the shitty thing is gonna be, it's gonna be the 2 like melee magic casters unable to cast spells.
Yep.
At which point it's just a half elf versus a half orc, and it's gonna be like, fuck man, come on.
You're getting stronger.
I just hope that I get my proficiency in athletics before the fucking match starts. That's it.
You're probably gonna get it after.
Immediately after.
Knowing my luck, yes.
Victor wasn't
That will
at
be when you
dinner.
have proven yourself.
Victor wasn't at dinner, so he doesn't know about Zeke.
Nope.
So if someone's like, hey, you should play on Zeke's team, he'll be like, sure.
I think Victor would choose Zeke even after meeting Zeke, though. Just like,
I don't
Not
know. Maybe.
I mean, like, not from a place of pity, just like, oh man, this kid's really
I also think Victor would pick Zeke if he saw the choice between Zeke and Du Bois.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah.
Boys. The only thing I was regretting about not being at dinner was like, oh my god, he keeps calling Harold a loser, and if I were there, I'd stuff him. I would stuff this little shit so hard.
Well, it was so weird because he's like, if you're a loser, then I'm just like fucking garbage. I'm like, this is not productive. None of this conversation is helpful. And then to have someone turn on you and be like, are you a loser? And like,
Yeah.
excuse me? I've known you all of like half a day.
Yeah.
It's wild that when Talon finds it funny when she runs into people that are worse at social interaction than she is, because in her mind she should be the worst. And like she has like a conscious awareness that like her background should dictate that. So it's really baffling to her when she sees people like do worse than her. Because she's like, you have no excuse. You've been out here. What the fuck?
I was also thinking about that today, how like just like every interaction we had was so fucking bumbly. I was like, God damn, low charisma party is just like, we're just a bunch of idiots.
I'm like, I'm not
It's so hard. It was like bumbly Harold with Sylvie into bumbly like the boys and Zeke conversation into bumbly Maddie Sharktooth situation into bumbly barmaid situation into bumbly Talon and Victor trying to fucking figure out what they are.
I mean,
It was just so much.
But like
We do so much talking for
the
how
real
little
heart-
charisma we have.
I think the real heart of our party is that we try so hard to talk stuff out, and we're not good at it.
We're so ill-equipped for talking, but it is always our first and most prominent move.
Yep.
It's honestly really fun.
Listen, Puck's charisma isn't low. It's just like, I don't think the conversations with the boys were like that bad, but like fucking Zeke was just.
Yeah.
I think anyone
Painful.
talking to Zeke was gonna have a hard time. Didn't matter how charismatic you were, because Zeke has like a negative 18.
Brings
to
the whole
charisma
average
right
down.
now. Yeah.
But also
Zeke
that's
is in the room.
just
The
like
the charisma of the room goes down with him.
that's just like the like thing of our group too is like Puck's charisma is okay, but ours are so bad, the three of us, that like he stands no chance.
Oh man.
Sitting at that 0, baby.
Yeah, I got a 0 as well.
I mean, I actually think I think I have +2. I have +2 to my charisma. But it's just that Talon's move to like actually execute that +2 is just like, I'm stupid. Feel bad for me.
It worked. It worked
It
so
does.
well.
It works every time. It works every time, but that's all I've got.
All right, kids. Well, I should get going.
Yeah, I
So-
want to turn on my AC unit actually more than anything else. And
Well, yeah.
one or the other.
Twitch.tv/Marty McFresh. We're gonna just call it 7 p.m. Mountain Time tomorrow for XCOM. Come see your favorite Grey Tales characters die horribly by aliens.
Oh boy.
It's the AU fanfiction of Grey Tales.
It is. It's all canon. We know this. This is just like thousands of years in the future when we all come back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Our brains and our DNA get saved in a jar somewhere.
Mhm.
And then, thousands of years, some planar being shows up, wreaks havoc, takes like a chunk of the planet, which contains us, moves it to a new plane of existence.
You know, the classic.
Enter Earth.
I just
How
hope
it works.
That, my character ends up being eligible for psionic training, so I can do dark puck things
Uh,
to people.
Listen, I've been running out of character ideas, but once I get the psionic lab going, Dark Puck will rise.
Oh boy.
We'll have Puck and Dark Puck.
Good.
Oh,
I mostly need chat to show up and
It
tell
could
me who to
be
make because
the
I
new
just
Terror Twins. Puck and Dark
Yeah.
Puck.
Puck and Dark Puck, rivals of Thunder and Lightning.
Man.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah, because Annie Keene and Just Lee have become a dynamic duo somehow.
But doesn't it make sense that like literally just me and Annie Keene would be besties?
Yeah.
Because that tracks for me.
It's all good. All right. Good night. See you guys later.
I'm gonna go also. Good night. See you later.
Bye. Alright. It's just us. It's just us, chat. They've all gone now. Yeah, so we definitely called it tonight with the title. I didn't really know what to expect. I thought maybe we'd get through maybe 1 or 2 more days, that there would be a bit more fast forwarding, but we had a lot to talk about. Apparently, I was looking for things to talk about. Buck is just kind of like, well, this is cool, this is fine. I don't know that I have anything burning to talk to anyone in the group about at the moment, so I guess I'll just go to bed. But yes, clearly Sylvie is just collecting. We'll see how that works when she uses her, I don't know, mad science to create an army of inept herald clones that can't give proper massages. I don't know. Yeah, but Orc Ball, that'll be a thing that happens, especially if Lane has his way. Orc Ball will be happening, and it'll be something. It'll be something. I don't know. I'm not sure if it'll be good if the boys win or if Zeke wins. I honestly have no idea. Maybe it doesn't have any bearing at all, and we're just making it too big of a deal. But who knows? It's not like the fate of the Orc Resistance will like fall on that game or anything. Yeah, no, I don't know. Just saying, Sanctuary and Bless Sean. I can't use magic down there. I mean, if the match is happening down there, I can't use magic down there, like a null zone. Otherwise, I would 100% give I could give my team Bless and then Sanctuary myself with a ball or something. Yeah, no, it'd be great, but I can't. Unfortunately, I cannot. That is what makes me upset. Yeah, no, I wish I could, but that's what worries me. Is like I'm gonna be going into that fight, and I'm probably gonna have to fight Poop Scoop McBoogie. Hello, welcome. How's it going? Welcome to the post show. We're kind of at the end of the post show, as the cast has sailed. But we're talking about Orc Ball, which is probably close to Blood Bowl, which is probably coming up in the next campaign, or not campaign session. Yeah, I'm worried that my cleric is just gonna end up in this like basher fest with no magic, and I'm like, I gotta fight a fighter and probably a barbarian, and I might not even have proficiency in athletics by then. This is gonna be great. So I can only hope that the boys are jacked. Hopefully they're just like a bunch of barbarian fighters and they can pick up the slack, because I don't know. I might be able to take Zeke, but I don't know if I'll be able to out athletics Victor. That being said, I have beaten him in wrestling with shittier stats. Who knows? Maybe they'll shine through. I'll need chat support though. Chat, when that happens, you're gonna need to buy me some luck points, some inspiration die, because it's gonna be tough. Same thing with grass. Grass? Et quoi? I'm not sure I understand. Wrestling versus Orc Ball? I'm not sure. We've just done a lot of Greco wrestling. Has been the go-to for settling disputes for whatever reason. Because everyone's kind of got muscles. Greco style wrestling is like the natural, like, you got beef, we're gonna Greco wrestle over it. Yeah. Anywho, my camera's probably gonna blip out here as soon as the call decides it no longer exists. So what if I just ended the call and then I tried to connect? What if I did it? What if I took the power into my own hands? Hold on a second. Wait a minute. We're gonna try this. It's gonna be weird. We're gonna try this. Hold on. What if I did it? If I did it. Hold on. Wait a minute. This is a test. It's a test. See if we can make it work for us. Like that? Like, okay it? then we change back. Aha! Success! Boom. Got it. Hey, chat. How's it going? We're back. We don't need nobody to... We don't need no stinking Discord to tell us how to do our stuff. We troubleshoot our own things. Anyways. Yeah, no. I don't know. I know what's gonna happen. Other than we're gonna do some, basically fantasy football. In the most fantasy sense possible. And then... I guess people will talk more about their feelings. That seems to be the order of the day. Relationships and stuff. And yeah, I'll just be playing the soundtrack to the game with all the side characters being like, "Hey, crew of that ship, we still remember you. You're still a part of this." Yeah. Anyways, I'll probably wrap up here unless anyone has any final burning questions, thoughts, theories, concerns, any of that jazz. We will be back with more Dungeons & Dragons next Tuesday, as per the usual. Other than that, as you know, Marty McFresh is streaming tomorrow, 7:30 Mountain Standard Time, and I'll be back on Friday, probably with some more Full Metal Furies. I might see if we do some more Overcooked or Knockout City as well. We will see. But yeah, that's gonna be going on. So, if you guys want to stick around and be ready for all that and be notified, please be sure to head into the Discord links and all that jazz below to follow along. And we will see you when next we see you. But since like 3 or 4 out of 5 of the cast are streaming, you've got pretty good odds that one of us will be streaming any given day. So have at it. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Thanks to everybody for watching, hanging out, chilling out. Do appreciate it. We will see all of you guys, all of your lovely, lovely faces and words in the next stream, whenever that is. And I will see all of you in the country. Peace out.